Hello guys, welcome back with me, Chow Chow 2025 in Assassin's Creed 2. We're going to check this special memory. What is this, please? Should heal up first. It's okay. Even if the armor destroy, I have more money that I can spend. Maybe I should track it so I know. I already track it. It's 21. It might be upstairs. Hey, special memory? What is so special about you? Get off of me. What the hell? It has no objective, just flying game. Damn it, there's no point in this. I thought it was something. Maybe I go there. Yeah, I'm going to check the field out first. Okay, it's not crazy great. I'll search for more information first. Leonardo actually stay in our villa.
Leonardo!
Ezio, so good to see you. How can I help you?
Ha! You found another one! How exciting!
Yes, we just switch these two lines and then shuffle them left. Done.
3 Codex pair. I think we have all the Codex. Let's check it out. Let's check this out. Yeah, we have all of them. Now the hard part is solving this puzzle. Let's rotate it. No text that I zoom to see image. I have spent days with the artifact now, or has it been weeks, months? I can no longer be certain. The other come time to time offering food off distraction. They say I should separate myself from these studies. Malik have even suggest I abandon them entirely. But I'm not yet ready to turn away. This apple of Eden will be understood. It must be. Is it a weapon? Is it a catalog? Is it somehow both? He who increased knowledge, increased sorrow. The philosophy of such a statement I can understand, but for it to be true, literally true, a society that wages wars with idea and information in place of steel and sword. Its function is simple, elementary, even dominion, control. But the process, the method and mean it employs, these are fascinating. The subject to its glow are promised all that they desire. It has only one thing in return, complete and total obedience. And who can truly refuse? It is temptation incarnate. I remember my own moment of weakness when controlled by Al Mualim, my confidence taken by his word. He who had been like a father was now revealed to be my greatest enemy. Just the briefest flicker of doubt was all he needed to creep into my mind, but I vanquished his phantom, restored my self confidence, and sent him from this world. I freed myself, but now I wonder, did I really? For here I sit, desperate to understand that which I swore to destroy. This is why the apple has a tail to tell. I sense the flicker of something, great and dangerous. We are all at risk. It is my duty to do something about it. I must not, cannot turn away until I found the truth. See, we need. Yeah, okay. Now we're going to read all the codex first. Yes, sign. What follow are the three great ironies of the assassin order. Here, we seek to promote peace, but murder is our mean. Here, we seek to open the minds of men, but require obedience to master and set up rules. Here, we seek to reveal the danger of blind faith, yet we are practitioner ourselves. I have no satisfactory answer to this charge, only possibility. Do we bend the rules and service to a greater good? And if we do, what does it say of us? That we are liars, that we are frauds, that we are weak. Every moment is spent wrestling with this contradiction. And in spite of all the year I have no reflect, still I can find no stable answer. And I fear that one may not exist. Nothing is true. Everything is permitted. Does our creed provide the answer? Then yet one may be two things, absent in every way simultaneously. Why not? I am not proof. We of able intention possess of barbaric men. We who celebrate the sanctity of life and can promptly take it from those we deem our enemies. Who were the ones that came before? What brought them here? Long ago, centuries? Millennia? Longer still? Solitary remain of them. What drove them out? What of those artifacts? Message in battle? Those left behind to aid and guide us? Or do we fight for control over their use, giving divine purpose and meaning to little more than discarded tool? What the hell? I don't understand. I thought Ada was the one who led me to rest, that I might lay down my blade and I live as a normal man. But now I know such a dream are best left to sleep. Her face, I try to banish it with my mind as I remember the day and nights during which I chased her Templar capture across the sea. I almost got to them in time. Almost. If I had only been faster, instead I held her lifeless body in my arms, saw the terror reflected in her fixed, unblinking eyes. I hunt each man, one by one, until all responsible were gone from the world. But there was no joy in this, no satisfaction or release. Their death did not bring her back, did not heal my wound. After that, I was certain I would never again feel for as I had for her. I am fortunate to have been. Yeah, you're right. What do our instinct consist of violence? I have studied the interaction between different species. The innate desire to survive seems to demand the date of the other. Why they cannot stand hand in hand? So many believe the world was created by the hand of divine power, but I see only the design of a madman bent on celebrating destruction and desperation. Our origins seem chaotic, unintended purpose, and being instilled solely by the passage of time. Imposed first by nature and later man. All the time, any sentence utterly Long and loud enough become fixed, become a truth provide, of course. You can outlast the design and silence your opponents, but should you succeed and remove all challenger, then what remains is, by default, now true. Is it true in some objective sense? No, but how does one ever achieve an objective point of view? The answer is you don't. It is literally physically impossible. There are too many variables, too many fields and formulae to consider. We can try, of course. We can inch closer and closer to a revelation, but we'll never reach it. Not ever. And so I have realized that so long as the Templar exists, they will attempt to bend reality to their will. They recognize there is no such thing as an absolute truth, or if there is, we are hopelessly under-equipped to recognize it. And so, in its place, they seek to create their own explanation. It is the guiding principle of their so-named New World Order. To receive existence in their own image. It is not about artifact, not about man. There are merely tools. It's about concept. Clever of them, for how does one wage war against a concept? It is the perfect weapon. It lacks a physical form yet can alter the world around us in a numerous, often violent way. You cannot kill a creed. Even if you kill all its adherents, destroy all its writing, they are a reprieve at best. Someone, someday, will rediscover it, reinvent it. I believe that even we, the assassin, have simply rediscovered an order that predated the old man himself. The text doesn't say much. Yeah, I don't know what is this. Whatever. Attis, Dionysus, Horus, Krishna, Mitra, Jesus. Similar stories color their life. Too similar. I think they found birthright, persecution, disciple, miraculous act, resurrection. How is it possible? Perhaps it isn't. Merely a single story told over the age, borrowed then changed to fit the times, evolving as our tools and language do. Is this still born or facts, of facts or fiction? A bit of food? Could this figure be the same person? Their life extended and transformed by a piece of Eden. Al-Mualim spoke of Jesus as a real person, a mortal who had mastered the art of manipulation. But what if he was wrong? If these men are real, and if they have walked among us many times before, does it mean they'll come again? Perhaps they are here now. So many questions, and every day, even more. It's a scary thing to read, man. What is this? Yeah, whatever it is. The hidden blade was even a constant. Yeah, that's it. Constant companion of ours over the years. Some would may ever say it defined us, and they would not be entirely wrong. Many of our successes would not have been possible without it. Still, the device has begun to show its age, and so I have been researching improvement beyond ending the need to remove one finger to wield it. The first is the addition of metal plate that can be used to deflect incoming blows. The other assassin believe it is forged of a new metal and credit me with the discovery of the formulae included on this page. It is better that they do not know. Is it better that they not know the truth? I have also worked with Malik to describe new method of assassination from on high, from ledge, and from hiding place. Basic movement but critical nonetheless. The third and final improvement is the most simple, the provision of a second blade. Identical in every way to the first, should an assassin ever find himself tasked with dispatching two targets, he need only time his strike in such a way that he might reach both at the same time. This blade will be limited in number since the metal will which we forge very difficult to obtain. I will need to think carefully about who shall be allowed to carry it to. Man seeks dominion over all that he encounters. I suppose it is a natural tendency for us to aspire toward mastery of our surrounding. But this should not include other human beings. Every day, More and more are pressed into surface, by deception or by force. Others, though not so firmly imprisoned, are made to feel as if their lives are worthless. I've seen the way in which men persecute women, hard, hurt the cruel world, hurl at those who come here from another lands. Watch as those who believe or act differently are made to suffer. We discuss such things often, watching as we do from the spire of Mashiach. What can be done to stop this, to encourage tolerance and equality? Someday we will speak of education, believing that knowledge will free us from immorality. But as I walk the street and see slaves sent off to auction, my heart grows cold. When I see the husband hurl abuse and stone at his wife, insisting she exists only to serve him, my fist clench. And when I see children torn from their parents so that another man might profit, sent off to suffer beneath the desert sun and die. On this day, I do not think that dialogue will make a difference. On this day, I can think only how the perpetrators need to die. A text to see image is an island. Map maybe? The apple is more than a catalog of that which precede us. Within its twisting, sparking out, I've caught a glimpse of what will be. Such a thing should not be possible. Perhaps it isn't. Maybe it is simply a suggestion. How to know? How to be sure? I contemplate the consequence of this vision. Are they image of things to come, or simply the potential for what might be? Can we influence the outcome? Dare we try? And in so doing, do we merely ensure that which we've seen? I am torn, as always, between action and inaction, unclear as to which, if either, will make a difference. Am I even meant to make a difference? Still, I keep the journal. Is that not an attempt to change or perhaps guarantee what I have seen? Of all things I've seen, none troubles me more than the image of the flames. Pillars so tall they seem to pierce the heaven. The ground rumpled and shuddered. Mountains split and crack. Great metal towers splintered. Their innards strewn above the ground. And everywhere there was screaming, a chorus so terrible that even now I feel its echo still. What is this madness I have seen? Is it them? I wonder, those who come before. Is this what is this where they went? Into the fire? Into the dust? Perhaps these destructive powers that the Templars seek, that they might hold it over us and command devotion. What hope would we have then if they held such darkness in their hand? They could murder the world. We are obliged to hide, to be silent, to shape the course of history in secret, but some of my brother and sister disagree. They grow angry, insisting it is a mistake to shroud ourselves. They say it slows our work, but they do not understand the risk. To expose ourselves now would be too dangerous. I fear we would be branded madmen and attacked. So it goes, so it always has. If there is one thing I know for certain, it is that men do not learn by being told. Instead, they must be shown. They must make the connection themselves. If I say unto a man, be kind, be tolerant, be an open mind, this word will winter and die long before the affected change. It will be a waste, and so we must maintain of our course. Legends speak of golden fleece. Could the two be related? What is this? Golden fleece? I have further refined the metallurgic process allowing for the production of a suit of armor, the like of which the world has never seen. It is possessed of great strength, yet so like to the complete freedom. I alternate between wonder and fear. Here we have crafted something that will surely change the face of warfare, making those who wear it invisible. Perhaps it was a mistake to create these pieces. and I think it pays to erase the formulae. What if it were to fall into the hands of our enemies? The risk is too great. I've studied the ancient pagan faith that come before this more recent obsession with a single divine creator. They seem to have focused more on the fundamental force at play in the world around us and less on arbitrary moral rules. The sun rises in the morning and sets in the evening. The tides ebb and flow. Grass grows, withers, dies, and then in time emerge from the ground once more. The air turns warm, then cool back again. Some hidden energy keep us fitted to the ground and pull us back when we attempt to leave it. Each of these movements was represented before by a god or goddess, each force given face, but recognized as something distinct and powerful. Which is not to say there were not connection between these forces, a pantheon of individual spirits, of rules, invisible hands guiding the progress at the world around us. And so, here there was an attempt to categorize, study, explain, and understand the way things work, even if it was flawed. But no more. Now we are asked to a far more simplified explanation. How naive to believe there might be a single answer to every question, every mystery. There exists a lone divine light which rule over all. They say it is a light that brings truth and love. I say it is a light that blinds us and forces us to stumble about in ignorance. I long for the day when man will turn away from invisible monster and once more embrace a more rational view of the world. But these new religions are so convenient and promise such terrible punishments should one reject them. I worry that fear shall give us sight to what is surely the greatest lie ever told. Well, it's really controversial, man. The game came out, you know, the earliest days. It gotta create chaos. One may cultivate extract from various plant found throughout the region. More exotic species can sometimes be obtained from traders and travelers, but their properties are less documented and require further examination. Traditional alchemical implement can be used to distill the potion. Care should be used as certain poison can be absorbed through exposed skin. Many are those who have lost their life to carelessness. One blade should be hollowed according to the specification listed herein. Deviation may create fracture within the metal, causing the blade to weaken and possibly break. Steered. What to make of this map? It appeared to contain the entire world. Yeah, it's not Earth. There's no uh, America. It appears to contain the entire world, not flat as they claim, either, but round, like a ball, like the apple. But how is such a thing even possible? Strangers still are the land it shows, great patch of the unknown, the unexplored, so many places yet to be discovered. Are there men there? Are they like us? And if not different, how? I should like to know the answer. Perhaps in time I'll have the chance to travel, to chart a course and make my way to this distant land. Okay, what is this? It's yeah, the skill. Some days I miss my family, at least the thought of them. I never knew my parents well, despite them both having lived within this wall. It was our way. Perhaps they were sad, though they showed no sign. It was allowed. For my part, so much of my youth was spent in training. There was little time left to reflect upon the separation. And so when they were finally lost to me, it seemed no different than the passing of two strangers. Al Mualim had been as my father, and his was a weak and dishonest love, though at the time it seemed enough. Better even, or so I thought. Someday I will have a child. Such is the way of our order. And I will not make the same mistake, nor any who call themselves an assassin. We shall be allowed to love our children, and in turn to be loved. Al-Mualim believed such an attachment would weaken us, cause us to falter when our life were on the line. But if we truly fight for what is just, does love that make such sacrifice simpler, knowing that we do so for their gain? It may be all tired writing. No, all tired. I have the answer now. I know the truth. I shall not touch that watch thing again. Best that no one do, now or ever. I have tried, at least, to destroy it, but it will neither bend, nor break, nor melt. Oh, the irony. I am certain if I ask, the apple will tell me what needs to be done. But even the promise is insufficient. Always it hold one more gift to give. I must refrain, so it shall be sealed. We will take it to the islands. Once there's now ours. There is a treasury there, hidden well, and it shall have to suffice. Risky to separate myself from the artifact and the other may discover it. Riskier still to keep it close. In time, I will be tame. I am weak. We all are. Who wouldn't be? Oh, the things I have seen. The tale is here, inside the text, not between the lines but beneath them. Where only our eyes might peer, go and see it for yourself that you might succeed, while I and the other have failed. Time much on bringing with it new discoveries and development, and so at least one day the doorway might be open and the message delivered. They will have their profit. We are growing larger, more make their way to our fortress every day, man and woman, young and old, from different lands, of different faith. Each tell a similar story of having discovered the first part of our creed. Then nothing is true. Too often only the revelation undoes them. They lose their morality, certainty, security. Many are driven mad. We must guide them, help them to heal. Their mind must not be filled with more fairy tales, but with knowledge instead. Let them have answer, and let those answers be difficult and complex. Such is life. Success. We have found a way to alter the structure of the hidden blade so that it can be used to launch small projectile. It is capable of grievous damage, even from great distance. I confess that mean by which I came about to the discovery was risky to say the least, but I have found its small doses, and with a focused mind, the apple can be used without ill effects, or so I hope. Knowledge of projectile combat is not new to us, having been observed among our eastern neighbor, but their weapons were much larger and insufficient for our needs. I have now found a way to miniatures their design, embed their very weapon into a form that can be worn on their wrists. We have also refined the formula for combustible powder such that common ingredient might be used. This is a dangerous bit of knowledge and is based shared with only our closest allies. It's a dark tide rises to the east. An army of such size and power that the land is made quick with worry. Their leader is a man named Temujin, who has adopted the title Genghis Khan. He sweeps across the land, conquering and summoning all who stand in his way. Whatever his motive, he must be stopped. Were I younger, I might attempt to undertake this work in secret, as I suspect the presence of a piece of Eden. But those days are years gone. Now the mantle must be passed. It is time she and I spoke with our son. We will travel there together, that they may be tasked and this threat might be stopped. Soon I shall pass from this world. It is my time. All the hours of the day are now colored by the talk and fear born of this realization. I know that the elements of my body will return to the earth, but what of my consciousness, my identity? That is to say, what of me? I suspect it will end, that there is no next world, nor a return to this one. It will simply be done, forever. All life are so brief and unimportant. The cosmos care nothing for us, for what we've done. Had we worked evil instead of good, had I choose to be abused the apple instead of seal it away, none of it would have mattered. There is no counting, no recounting, no final judgment. There is simply silence and darkness, altar and absolute. And so I have begun to wonder, might there not be a way to stop or at least delay that embrace? Surely the one who came before were not so frail and feeble as we, but I have sworn to be done with the artifact, to not gaze into its core. Still, faced as I am with the prospect of my end, what harm is there in one last look? The altar, so we need to, yeah. It's actually very obvious for the first. Yeah, it's obvious. This now. Why? At least for the upper part, you must do it like this, or else it will very hard to guess the picture. Right. Now the hard part began. Things already, yeah. Yeah, it's a map. Yeah, a new continent. The new world. It not look right here. Should be. It's not right. It should be like that, maybe. Yeah. Yes, this is the right thing. I think this is right. It's right also. This was, yeah, and this, what it give us? The map. Collecting all the Codex page will allow you to unlock your final memory. Oh, my final memory? What is that? Hello guys, welcome back with me, Chow Chow 2025 in Assassin's Creed 2. This is what available now. With a Vivan in Venice. And a
After
career
8 years of
assignment.
marriage, that video de putana is back with his old woman. Teach him to respect his vows, please!
He landed on the roof. Yes, ma'am. Other guy. Let's go. Okay. Let's send the roof.
I didn't do it. You don't, are you?
Let's check the roof. Right.
Why?
Beat up the no good husband.
There! On him!
Don't end! Get away!
Don't kill him. Remember, don't kill him. Ah, nice.
Of course. What was I thinking? My wife. I do love her.
We landed on the roof.
Thief! Get the bastard!
Purpose Margaret. My letter was just stolen. You look like you mean business. Find the thief, kill him, and bring the letter back to me. And please don't read it. It's from my wife, Lucy, and she would be very sad. Okay. Chase some thief. That's what I'm good for. Not.
Looks rather risky.
Where's the thief, man? See him.
Where do you learn to do that?
Is that a thief? It's like a soldier. Yeah, it's the soldier. Maybe I should loot him. Georgia, everything's going exactly as we planned. My husband doesn't suspect. He kept me locked away, but I preserved. Found you, my savior. If you're true to the passionate word whisper into my ears, you'll keep your promise to take me away from my husband. You know what you must do. Steel yourself for it and do not waver. My husband will be at home tonight. He goes to sleep after the clock tower tolls midnight. Make sure to come in through the window and bring one of your daggers from the barracks. We need to make sure to do this silently. I asked my husband to deliver this letter to you. You're simply an unknown god to him. The idiot will never know that he's aiding in our scheme. We'll be so happy together with that ignorant old man out of the way. With great love, Lucia. Yeah, good for you, Lucia. I already have a lot of time here, so just chillax. I hate the guy bringing a crate. Yes, sir. Mission complete.
Well done! I knew I could count on you.
Perfect Marriott. Okay, nice. Next, there's no other mission here. Dennis. And we are continuing with our story. Okay guys, from what I read, the Codex wall is not for this sequence. It might do on the later sequence, so we're going back to the story. I think I'm going to end this, so you just know and already read all the Codex information, and we already solved the puzzle. We're going to just finish the story mission on the poorly and then go here again after mission starting. Anyway, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and see you again on the next episode. Have a nice day.